Hey there viewers, and welcome back to Grumpy Monkey Garage, where today we're trying something different. We're going to do a react video where I'll be reacting to the subreddit r/JustRolledInTheShop. And yeah, so that'll be interesting. I've been on the subreddit for a little while, but I've not seen any of the ones that are getting posted here today. Our cameraman picked out some of his favorites, so hopefully they're good and not just obnoxious. So we're going to be doing a side-by-side here. So anyway, first one, here we go. All right, so we got an IQ 1000 truck driver. Dropped his trailer right in front of the shop to swap trucks, blocking all three bays. Genius. So it will never, ever bore you the amount of stupid you'll come across in this industry. We don't obviously service semis, but you'll have a customer, park in the middle of my parking lot and block everyone in and from being able to get into the shop. So they'll just take up literally everything with one car. And we've tried cones. They just hit the cones. They don't care. I mean, it's just, people are just morons. So that is something that happens a lot. So that's just more annoying. All right, next. Next we have, today is my own personal car rolling in for a crank and no start condition. Cause found, contaminated fuel, fuck Sitco. Well, if that's your car looks like it's been through a lot there, bud. I think your car probably needs a break. That's a lot going on there. We'll move on past that one. Real life blinker. What the hell is that? Is that liquid inside the bulb? Or is that like somebody put it almost looks like a thermometer in there. I've not seen that before. I'm not going to scroll through the comments to care, but that's okay. Oh, here we go. Here's some road safety for you. Customer states they have to keep adding air to the tire. Yes, well, it's also growing hair. Yes, if you've noticed that. No, those are actually the tire, the metal. God, I can't think right now. The metal. Is coming out of the tire, and that's very bad. You don't want your wire showing. That's what it's called, the metal wire. When it starts showing like that, you really need to replace the tire. When it gets this bad, you're just, how bad do you need to, how did you add air to that and not notice that it's literally peeling away? Whatever. All right, next. What a busted radiator will do to a 2021 Tahoe with less than 3,000 miles. Well, that looks like very appetizing pudding. So don't try that though. You'll probably get the butt cancer. Yes. Is it? I wonder if that's from a collision or if that's just going to start becoming a common problem. I hope not. That was a common problem on the Nissan Frontiers back then. The transmission cooler would actually fail in the radiator and it would mix transmission fluid and coolant together, and it would look similar to that. That looks like oil and coolant together. Oh, we have a video now. Yes, we have a brake pedal doing the shimmy. It's still going. That's an interesting one. I would definitely be looking at what in the heck is going on here. Moving on, we have a 2021. Looks like 2022 maybe. The new F-150s, I think, have this in it, where you push the little button and the shifter completely goes away, so you can have your work surface, because, people who have F-150s definitely do work. No, they don't. They don't do work. They wouldn't have bought that piece of crap because they need to get to work. So, no, this is definitely for people pulling their pontoon boat to the lake on the weekends, or, just owning a truck for the heck of owning a truck. They don't actually use that 4-foot tiny little bed. So, yes, Ford is full of stupid designs and has been for years, so that doesn't really surprise me. My favorite part of this video, before I actually go to the next one, is when the shifter folds down, I bet it probably gets stuck in the down position. And I think that that's going to be funny if they don't put a way to override that. Like, let's say it gets stuck down and you can't put your truck in gear, so you need to get it towed, right, to get that fixed. Well, now you can't put it in neutral, so the record driver has to drag it, and that'll probably break your plastic axles and everything else you have in your piece of garbage trucks. So yes, Ford's junk. Don't buy them. Next, we have a, what the hell is that? That's some sort of Kia, some sort of European. Oh yes, look at that. All right, looks like we have something very, very wrong. They've cranked it, and it is just spraying water out of the exhaust. So that's broken. We'll just move on past that one. Here we have what appears to be, what is this? It says customer states a slight noise coming from the rear. And no shit. The old GM front 6-lug wheel bearings on either a Silverado or a Tahoe or a Suburban, it doesn't matter. They all have this problem where the little 3-bolt wheel bearings, they would go bad and they would just, and you could feel it down the road. That's pretty common. We just had a video from us posted on our newest addition to our social media. We now have a TikTok. That's Grumpy Monkey Garage on TikTok. And we had a Ford Explorer come in with this exact same situation where we could literally just shake the wheel. And the customer complaint was a noise, and it was like, no, the customer complaint was you were about to die. All right, next, we have an accident between a porter and a lube tech at my dealership. All right, we're in a golf cart. We're in a golf cart. Oh, shit! Oh, my God. I mean, how do you not laugh at this? Both of them are stupid. Neither one of them was paying attention. So he's pulling the golf cart forward. He just gets nailed by apparently a porter. Or yeah, I assume that's a porter, and the lube tech is the one in the golf cart. No matter what, no matter if the roles were reversed, both of you aren't paying attention. Or both of you are going too fast. Because there's no reason that should happen at any dealership. I never had an incident like that at my dealership when I worked at the dealer. And that's just, there's definitely some stupid going around. Next. A straight pipe Toyota. Oh, yes! Yes. That's a real hot rod right there. I bet somebody stole the catalytic converters off of this thing. That's why it sounds like that. Okay. Here we have a 2021 Nissan Shitra, as we all know. Just ask the cameraman. He used to have a Nissan Shitra. They're a piece of crap cars. The amount of fasteners you have to remove to change the oil in a 2021 Nissan Shitra. Now, let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going down and 5 going across, and we're missing 2. So what is that? 5 times 5, 25 minus 2. So 23 bolts / fasteners to change freaking oil. Why? What? Nissan needs to just go out of business. They have not made a good car in years. Next. Customer states, the engine seems loud and the engine light is on. 71,000 currently, 1 oil change at 20K. So they went 51,000 miles on a single oil change. Engine seems loud. Well, you seem stupid. The amount of people though, and this is serious, the amount of people I see who do this, who just don't know to change oil, and don't think about it, is getting higher by the day. Like, what's up with that? Is there a cultural problem? Do we need to have a class? What's going on? I mean, people who tend to watch my kind of videos aren't the kind of people who are going to not change their oil, but I don't know. Next, this job was given to our newest express guy. True story. What was that, a Mercedes? Some sort of rear-wheel drive luxury car with pretty fancy. I'm trying to see what kind of car this is. It's got mirrors. It looked like some sort of luxury car. I don't actually know what could it be a BMW? Yes, could be. In fact, those front control arms there, and that, do those look like Vangogh solenoids to anyone else? I think that is a turbo BMW. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of weird to give somebody who's an express guy that job. I mean, maybe he's overqualified. Oh, you know what? There's a rim in the picture. I probably could have just looked and seen that it's a Mercedes. I said that first, though, too. I give myself credit. I actually said Mercedes first. Anyway, yeah, that looks pretty complicated. I mean, hopefully he does a good job. He might impress him and gets a promotion. I mean, that's an engine out on any of the European trash is a hard job. So hopefully he does an excellent one. Here we go. It says good soup. That literally looks like it needs like a witch and like to be in a cauldron of like poo water. It says this used to be gasoline 25 years ago. It's not now. Next. Mini HV battery is shaped interestingly. I guess that's the hybrid drive unit battery. It's very phallic. We're just gonna pretend that's fine. Here we have, yes, that transcooler is JB welded and zip tied to the condenser. Brilliant. What? Why do you do this? They make those little attachment things, you know, they're kind of like zip ties, but they go through the radiator and condenser, and you put this little clip on the other end and it holds them together, and you put spacers between them so they don't just rub. And that's supposed to help with that, but he didn't want to do that. All right, here we go. My CB 750 Nighthawk. That's some sort of ATV or motorcycle or something, I guess. 70,000 miles. All right, it's in miles, not hours, so it's probably something that would go on the road. I was blown away by how clean it was inside. Well, see, that looks like you've changed your oil a lot, so that's good. And I'm going to assume you're probably using a high-end oil because there's literally no sludge in there at all. I don't know if these engines are prone to sludging or not, but I mean, that's really clean. So good job, random internet guy. That looks good. Here we go. All right, just rolled in with a blown tire and others being pretty low on tread. 4 tires in alignment later on a Toyota Sequoia. When you drop that shield to get camber caster, saw that this was dated over 3 years ago. Still no oil change. So 8/3 of 18, they had their last oil change. But it's a Toyota, so it's fine. I mean, you don't really even need oil in a Toyota. They're good. You don't, it's optional. Closed caption. I wanted Picasso, but got Van Gogh instead. No, what you have is a rolling death trap. There's literally no pad left, and the rivets are actually coming out of the back of that brake pad because you're an idiot. And that looks like a heavy-duty truck as well. Like if you look in the picture, like on this side, you can see that it's sticking out pretty far. Like that's the front wheel on like a dually. And I think that back there is a leaf spring. So that's a very bad situation. Like if you're pulling an enormous trailer and you have no brakes, I mean, fix your stuff. I mean, whoa! Oh, that's dark. Customer states daughter's pet rat went missing. Please check and advise. And here we see a lot of roadkill actually. We had a customer come in with a complaint of a flapping noise, and he had straight up run over a duck. But we see a lot of rats, a lot of snakes, birds, lots of birds like in radiators and headlights and things here at the shop. But that is the first time, well, I mean, I've seen them on the internet before, but that is definitely a squirrel or a rat or something that's been through the ringer on the brake pads and rotor there. It's definitely very dead. I feel bad for her. But yes, that's all we have time for today. So hopefully you like this kind of video. We're going to be reviewing r/crappy car mods next. And yes, so there's my take on it. You guys have a good one. Be sure to check us out on the new TikTok and our Facebook, and of course here on YouTube. Stay safe.